What's up, everybody? Welcome to the View from Jamestown podcast edition. We are live from the 2024 American Coding Show. We have our first victim, or guest, if you will, of the conference here. We have Niral Sheth from HV2 Enterprises. Niral is the VP of HV2 Custom Grinding and Processing.
Yes.
Got that right?
Yes, that is true.
Good. Thank you for coming on. It's good to see you.
Hey, good to see you again. This is a great show. Thank you for calling me on your podcast. I hear your podcast all the time, and I really enjoy the way you guys talk about the business, talk about the future and everything. So I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Obviously, just getting started with the show here. But what do you have coming up for the next couple of days here? What are you keeping an eye on here for the show?
So, very good question. This is my first time in American Coding Show. But we have some plans. I personally put down a few points that I wanted to cover throughout the show. The job we are doing is very unique. We are doing custom grinding. Basically, we are doing jet milling and pulverizing, and there is enough demand for PE wax and some chemicals to grind it down to the micron size. So we are approaching the specialty distributors like you and others manufacturers who really like to have the services like repackaging or blending or especially the pulverizing. So nothing special. We have some couple of meetings on the book, but other than that, we're just going to enjoy the show and the weather.
Of course, yes, it is. It is much nicer than it is down in New England.
Yes.
So. And you guys are, remind me, just one location in the Philly area?
Correct. We are close to Allentown, Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
We are in Easton. There is one location we have, which is around 35 to 40,000 square feet.
Sure.
Which includes the warehouse and production area.
Sure. Nice. Yeah, I know we've done some business together, and we've got a lot of things in the pipeline, that we're working on getting going. So we've certainly appreciated the relationship thus far. How's business been for you guys in general? What are you seeing? Obviously, I know there's maybe a lot of people doing some new production and trying to get creative with their supply chains in some cases and things like that. So what are the trends you guys are seeing in your business for the first couple months of the year here?
Very interesting. And again, I'm not an expert to talk about it, but I'll still say what I see in our business. Last year, I think business were down. I think there was a feeling about into the market that the economy is going down and people were scared, and the market was fluctuating more than it's supposed to be. So I think the last year economy and the business were down, but this year we see very uptrend. We get busy since January and till now. We are seeing a lot of projects piped up in our production area, so we are busy. Busy, and for next couple of months, our production is kind of booked, and I hope this trend will continue. Yeah.
Hey, sold out's a good thing, especially after, like you said, last year with things being quieter and whatnot.
Yes.
If you're booked up and sold out, that's a good problem to have. And are you seeing folks, when people are coming to you to work on projects, is it like a brand new product they're introducing to the market, or they're looking to replace something that they're having difficult with imports? Do you have a feel for kind of when people come to you with an opportunity, why that started?
And this is a very good question, because this is a same thing I'm also trying to analyze in my business, that what as a customer and as a business, what we are attracting more is a new business, or someone is not satisfied with their current suppliers. I'm not gonna be say that we are really good compared to our competitors, but I see that a lot of our customers, so 70 or 60% of our new customers are not satisfied with their current suppliers.
Sure.
So that's why they are coming with us, and the major thing that they realize with us is basically we give them a very personal treatment.
Sure.
If is it samples, if is it on-time delivery, but we are giving them very personal services, and that's why they are coming with us.
Sure.
And we are new in the marketing. We never did the marketing for last 22 years.
Yeah.
So they come to us and say that why we never heard about you, and that's why we are here. Now we are going company to company and tell them about our story and
Sure.
what our capacity, what can we do. So
Sure.
yes, major chunk of new customers or new the business is kind of unsatisfied customers from other suppliers.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I think, you look at everybody in their own personal lives, you get used to things like Amazon delivering to your doors. Like
Exactly.
you get used to a certain level of ease and customer service, and you kind of expect that when you go back to the business world,
Absolutely.
So when we can offer personal service and timely responses and things like that, people and just people's nature, they expect that kind of service from things.
And it matters a lot because the whole production is relying on our responses, especially if we respond very late or if we say, oh, we cannot do this or that, that production suffers a lot. So we try to make it happen whatever we can, and that's what makes us special from other suppliers.
And in some cases, I'm sure you guys are the last step between, you have a finished product and you have a customer and you guys need you to repackage it or grind it, whatever it is. So you're the last step to actually deliver the product,
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of stress on you there.
And that's a very good point because we are not a manufacturer,
Sure.
right? So we are a toller, and most of the time, customer sends the material to us. It gets repack or grind. It goes directly to their customer. So we are the last resource. So we have to be very careful on the labels and how the shipment looks, whether it is. Shipment is properly secure in the truck or not, and things like that. So we have a thorough process. We are putting down a lot of efforts to make sure that the customer is happy.
Sure.
So we are happy.
Right. What's one thing you wish every one of your customers knew, or if you could tell if you had your customers' undivided attention, what's one thing you want them to understand about your world and the process and how things work?
Right. This is a very common thing comes to us is customer doesn't know about what it takes to give them a trial.
Okay.
Especially when you're doing pulverizing, especially when you're doing a repack.
Sure.
You cannot see how the repack is going to go. If is it very special, very typical, or especially the pulverizing or jet milling, because every chemical reacts differently.
Sure.
So it's always a challenging job for me to convince customer to give me let's say 50 pound, 100 pound or 200 pound for trial, and especially during the trial when you lose the material around 30 pound or 40 pound, which is part of the process, because now you are taking trials and you are trying to make sure that you are meeting those specifications. So sometimes you're going to lose those 40 pounds or 50 pounds, and then it becomes a part of the discussion why you lost 50 pound, and then I have to convince them that this is just a trial. In trial it happens. In actual production, in jet milling, you don't lose more than 1%. So generally, after that, customer becomes happy.
Right. Exactly. Well, I know you're at every trade show that happens.
Oh yes.
But how do people get in touch with you, or where can people find you?
Most of the time by email.
Sure.
But being in a trade show for last 2 years, on almost every trade show that I can think about. A lot of people knows me very personally now. So whenever we go to the trade shows, we talk about the projects that we left from.
Sure.
And most of the time, I like to talk to customers by phone rather than email, because phone brings the third dimension, which I feel like it always lost in emails, that about a little bit more details, right?
Sure.
So yes, emails are great for specification and things, but whenever I have any questions, I generally pick up my call and call the customers and say, hey, this is something we wanted to talk about, and let's talk about it. So
awesome. Well, we appreciate you taking some time to come chat with us. Hope you have a good rest of the show here, and maybe we'll have you up at the studio in Rhode Island here sometime soon.
Thank you, Ben. Yes, awesome. I'm looking forward for that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Great to see you.